rumored features that didn't make it into Android 14. While Android 14 packs some interesting new features, not everything that had been rumored to be included made the cut. Here's what's missing. Google unveiled Android 14, codenamed Upside Down Cake, on October 4, 2023. This upgrade is notable for its improved customization, longer battery life, and improved experience on large screens. It is worth noting, however, that it provides modest changes rather than the huge visual overhaul witnessed in Android 12. Expectations were high, especially with the most recent iOS releases for the iPhone 14 and 15. However, several of the anticipated speculated additions did not make it into Android 14. This disappointed people. 1. Cloned applications. While Android does not support app cloning natively, there was anticipation that Android 14 will change that. This much-anticipated feature, which was discovered in the developer preview, would allow users to create numerous versions of an app for usage with various accounts. Because cloned apps do not share data with the original, they will not remember your login or settings. You would have to reinstall it to ensure a secure experience. Despite the fact that it is not included in Android 14, several manufacturers have included it in their own software skins. On Samsung phones, for example, you can run numerous versions of the same software. 2. Dynamic Island. Apple has set a new standard with the release of the iPhone 14 with its Dynamic Island. This interactive feature serves numerous purposes and is more than just a design enhancement. This feature is a nice, pill-shaped widget that appears at the top of the screen and changes shape depending on the user's demands. Users may simply check notifications and current tasks using Dynamic Island, whether it's a voice memo or map directions. When the Google Pixel 8 was announced alongside Android 14, many people expected it to include a feature similar to Apple's Dynamic Island. While manufacturers such as Realm have implemented comparable capabilities in their phone's OS and design, Android users may still experience Dynamic Island through third-party apps such as Dynamic Spot. 3. Built-in bloatware removal tool. Bloatware pre-installed by carriers or device manufacturers has long been a source of contention for Android. Users have tried for years to remove these apps, and even when it is possible, the procedure is difficult on Android. However, when the first developer preview of Android 14 became available, whispers about a hidden menu in the settings began to circulate. This background install control page may help you detect and uninstall programs that were installed in the background. Given the security problems associated with bloatware, if this feature had been included, it might have been a game changer for user protection. 4. Satellite connectivity. Satellite connectivity is now available on Apple's iPhone 14 and Huawei's Mate 50 and P60 series. This capability is ideal for emergency situations, especially in cellular dead zones. It enables the transmission of one-way or two-way emergency messages via satellites. So, even if you are in an area where there is no cellular connection, you may still call for help via satellites. These satellites are built to receive and transmit signals to Earth. When they get your signal, they immediately send it to an emergency station on the ground. It is a lightning-fast process that can take anything from a few minutes to only 15 seconds. Recently, Pixel FC on X spread reports that Android 14 might include the ability to send SMS via satellite. However, no public interface for Android 14 have been released as of yet. This puts Android at a disadvantage, especially because Apple has received a lot of accolades for this function. The Economic Times reported on a family being saved from a wildfire in Maui, Hawaii, utilizing Apple's emergency SOS via satellite. Will these features be available on Android in future updates? People were thrilled about the aforementioned features, seeing the potential to improve the user experience and offer Google a competitive advantage. The expectation is that these anticipated Android 14 improvements will appear in future iterations. Many of these features were detected in the Android 14 developer preview. This begs the question of why Google highlighted them before they were fully prepared. On the plus side, several new features are now available on Android 14, ensuring that customers can take advantage of the enhancements that did make the cut.